Peace, guys. My name is Kay, and I am a messenger of the universe. So today I'm going to be doing a career in finance reading. So if you have been wondering what's going on about your career in finance, or maybe you're just trying to figure out what do you want financially or career-wise, or what you want to do with your life, or what do you want to do next, this is just going to be something to help you move along in your career. So, and also for my subscribers or anyone who came across this video who ends up wanting to do a private reading, I'm going to leave my business email in the description box, and you can email me and we can discuss how you would do a private reading. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and put up my meditation music for the piles, starting now. Okay, so if you chose group number 1, this is going to be a reading on your career and finances. So first, these cards are going to tell me what's going on in your career, maybe how you feel about it, or what's happening. So this is just going to give you some messages. It says, I don't get to decide how I feel, and do you think about me as much as I think about you? So these are like these are actually from my romantic deck, but I was like, I'm just going to try using it for my career and see what we get. But just from these cards, I feel like your career, I feel like there's a career that you really, really want, and you really want to go for it, and it's something that you just know, it just feels right to you. Like, you can't really explain it. I feel like maybe most of you are probably into like the out of the norm type of jobs, or just jobs that people think are unrealistic. I feel like there's something that you want to go for, and there's something that you're trying to shoot for, and whatever it is, you're going to achieve it, because here, like, there's just a lot of persistence, a lot of ambition and drive, and I feel like there's just an intuitive knowing deep inside of you that this is the career for you, or this is the job for you. And if you aren't sure about this yet, this could be something that you encounter later on, or something that may come up during retrograde. So, and I feel like it's also something that you probably do think about it a lot, even if you think you are unaware. It probably comes across your mind, whether you consciously or subconsciously see it or not. But I feel like this is something that you really, really want, and it's something that crosses your mind a lot. So this does not surprise me. Believe in the impossible, the blue moon. You guys are shooting for the stars, and the universe, spirit is saying, like, shoot for it. Literally, like, this card here is just believe in yourself. Okay, you got this. Because I feel like a lot of you are probably into like just things that are out of the norm, and I feel like I might be dealing with a water sign, so you might be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or have a lot of water. But I also feel like this is telling me you're probably very psychic and very empathic. I feel like you do have a lot of emotions, and you have a lot of feelings. I feel like I keep hearing psychic, like I keep hearing like a lot of you are like into psychic work. Communication is key, so maybe the job that you have requires you to communicate with others. And I also feel like you are someone that does need space a lot, especially since you are empathic, whether you know it or not. You need space, you need time alone, because you pick up on other people's energies very easily. You're very, very sensitive to other people's energies, and you need time alone. And I feel like when people don't give you that time alone, that's the type of people that you keep out of your circle. But you also could be an air sign, so Gemini, Pisces, Aquarius, but you guys are very, very empathic. I feel like some of you might even be dog whisperers, or just animal workers, like animal psychics. But I feel like you're probably, you're going to be communicating with people in this career. Like, your career is something where you're going to be communicating with people. And again, this doesn't have to be your dream career. This could just be the career that is ideal for you, or the career that you should be. This is like the career you should be moving towards if you want to be, like, abundant, I suppose. Because I feel like this path that you take, it would be very abundant if you did choose to go down it. Regardless, you might even think like, I'm not psychic enough, or I'm not good enough, but you could be just underestimating yourself. Luna. She's just chilling. So it says meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces, again, that water energy. So I feel like this is something you think about a lot. Something you definitely think about a lot. I feel like it's something you just feel. Like, you can't really explain it. It's just like you just feel this pull towards it. You just feel like it's like especially if you're a Pisces, if you're a Pisces, you are very, very psychic. Okay, you guys know, like, if you know something, like, Pisces are very, very intuitive. And then, like, also if you do have air in your chart, then you're very good at communicating. You're very good at talking to people. You make people feel like they're together and safe and loved. And this is the type of thing you would do in this career path, that if you were to take it. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull. Wrong one. Okay, so I'm going to pull these, and this is going to give me some more information, and these are the animal spirit cards. So we have number 4, the badger spirit. Be fearless and be bold. The universe literally just said, period. Like, go for this. This is it. Like, it's almost like this is like screaming your name. 66, white raven spirit. Trust in the magic. Trust in the fact that you can manifest. Trust in the fact that you can bring magic into your life, and you can make it. You can be something. And there's a really loud plane that's flying by. That might be significant for someone. Like, maybe you guys have been thinking about traveling or being on planes, or just dreaming about that. That's confirmation. Like, I feel like that's like a sign about your career, like you're going to be traveling, you're going to be doing great things, you're going to be on top. Okay, you're fine. And trust in the magic. So I feel like you are also meant to find balance between the material world and the spiritual world, because you are a magician. Okay, when I say you are a magician, I mean you manifest, and you manifest whatever you want very quickly, very easily. You have a very strong connection to spirit. Whatever you ask for, you get. So what I mean by this is you have to ground yourself so that you can be rooted in your manifestations, and then you don't want to lose sight of why you are here. Like you don't want to like get so driven by the power inside of you, and like just knowing that you can bring anything into your life. Like that can make people like really arrogant and cocky, like, you know, but you just try not to get power hungry, you know, when you just, because then you're just going to be in a circle in your entire life, and you're going to think like you want more and more and more, and it's never going to be enough. Okay, so again, make sure you find balance. Trust in the magic. Trust in the magic in you. And then we also have 2 birds here. I should point that out. So birds may also be significant to you, but I also feel like that when I see birds, I think of freedom. So I feel like you really just want to be free. Like I feel like you just want to be financially free. You want to be, you know, financially stable, just independent on your own. So we have 34, which adds up to 7, and hummingbird spirit, be here now. Yeah, be more present. Again, when I was saying finding balance, learn to be more present and to pay attention. Like don't lose sight of what you have in front of you, because you're just paying attention to what is coming to you, if that makes sense. Like if you know you're going to get a car in the future, like pay attention to the fact, you know what, I do have transportation now, even though I don't have my dream car. You know, everything I have now is perfect. And the more you enjoy the moment, the faster time goes by. Like you're going to notice time moving faster when you're not focused on the future so much. So dolphin spirit 20, this and that are true. So whatever you're thinking about now, it's true. If you're thinking maybe it's this, yes, the answer is that. But also this is telling me have a leap of faith. Like whatever, like some of you guys, I feel like are really scared to just have that leap of faith. Maybe you guys are still hanging on to some fears or some doubts, or something happens and you're like, oh my gosh, like, is it true? Is this real? Is this what I'm supposed to be doing? And yes, this is confirmation. And keep in mind that you're going to continue. While this is confirmation, you're going to take this information, and for a while it's going to resonate, but until you get even more confirmation, you're going to start to doubt yourself even more. So notice that pattern in your life. Like when you get that confirmation, you feel really good about it, and then you don't feel good about it anymore, and you need even more confirmation. But it's like, just take what you have or have been given, take the confirmation that you have been given and go with it and continue, and don't hang on to any doubts or worries or fears that come up along your path, because this is here to put you towards what you want, towards what you should get. Because if you're not where you want to be right now, it's because you're not ready for it, because everything happens according to divine timing. Okay, just a little lesson for me. So for tarot, we have justice, number 11. Again, balance. Like I was saying, you have to find balance, because I feel like you really have to ground yourself with your manifesting, especially if you are, again, empaths need to ground themselves, need to do some aura cleansing daily. Like you will notice the difference. Make sure you drink a lot of water so you can cleanse your body, and you're not constantly drinking, you know, soda, caffeine, all that stuff. Like you have to take care of your body, especially as a psychic, if you want to make sure your abilities are, you know, they're to the best that they can be, and you are as healthy as can be. So Wheel of Fortune, again, this is telling me your dreams are coming true, basically, and it's also number 10. So you just have a lot of new things coming. You have new ideas coming into place. And this is really like, this is getting like, I don't even know, but this is telling me like it's going to bring you a lot of abundance. It's going to bring you, I feel like you're entering a new cycle. You're entering a new karmic cycle, but it's not like a bad karmic cycle. It's like an abundant karmic cycle where you're going to be just receiving a lot of money. It's just going to be like, you're going to feel like, oh my gosh, the money just won't stop. So Queen of Swords reverse. Again, I feel like this is kind of going back to like, you guys make sure you take care of yourselves and take care of your intuition. Honor what you believe and what you feel inside. Honor that. Always honor that. Because I feel like sometimes you lose sight of that, and I feel like you and then you start to what's it called? not overestimate, you underestimate yourself and your gifts and your abilities. Like, you're very good at speaking to people. I'm sorry, just like, I have to say that you, group number one, you are very, very, very good speakers. You speak to people and you make them feel very, like, even if you don't realize how, like, people feel when they speak to you, they just feel included, they feel loved, they feel hopeful, they feel like they can do anything. You inspire people, you motivate people. You might even want to be a motivational speaker or a writer, but don't underestimate your power, because you have tons of it. You are literally a queen, and don't undervalue yourself, okay? Know your value, because again, 10 of Swords, you went through a lot and you came out on top. You were like, I'm not going to be the victim of my life. I'm going to change things for myself. 10 of Swords reversed. Then we have 8 of Wands. So I also feel like there's some fire in here, but 8 of Wands, I feel like this is kind of telling me, I feel like you tried to make things work. You tried to make, maybe you were like, you know what, let me just try to have a regular 9 to 5, do what people want. Like, you tried to conform, but still you just have that feeling, and it's like telling you, like, this isn't it. You should take another path, take another path, take another path, and you should take that path, and you are taking that path. But it's like, it was like you just knew, like, this isn't it, And you do know, deep down, you might just be stuck in your ego or stuck in your head, or like, that's impossible, but literally believe in the impossible. This is your pile, group number one. This is for you. So we also have 8 of Pentacles. Again, you guys want to be in something creative. You want to express your talent. You want to create something. You want the world to see your work. And the universe gave you this power. The universe gave you these gifts and these abilities to share to the world, not to just hoard it to yourself or to undervalue yourself and end up being somewhere where you're not satisfied. Like, you are meant to do great things, group number one. You are definitely meant to be abundant in this life, especially because there's a lot of 8s in here. And you're meant to express your creative talent, whatever it may be to you. Makeup artists, painters, writers, activists, whatever that is to you, you are meant to be. For 4 of Cups, again, this is that ungrounded energy. Maybe you guys aren't grounding yourself enough, because you probably lose sight of who you are and your abilities and your power, because there's so many ideas running through you, so many new things that are like kind of come to you. It's like they're ideas. It's like a light bulb turning on the top of your head, and you're like, that's a good idea, but you're not moving towards it, group number one. Like, you have to meditate. Make sure you meditate, especially meditate, ground yourself, get some goldstone, get some grounding crystals, buy some tiger's eye, go talk to plants or something, like start a garden. Like, you really got to ground yourself, because everything you want is coming. You just got to make sure you stay focused on what it is you truly want, and not what you think you want. And then 6 of Swords. So I'm gonna move these over here. Actually, I have more cards. So 6 of Swords, because you guys, again, this is bringing me back to the balance. Find balance. And then also, this is telling me you're not supposed to be listening to anyone else. Everyone else in the world could say you cannot do this, but as long as you believe in yourself, you will, and you can. Because this is telling me, like, I feel like there's people around you. A lot of people are jealous. When they have something to say about what you're doing, most of the time they're just jealous, or they don't believe in themselves enough to do that. And it's like, if they don't believe in themselves, then they don't want anyone else to believe in themselves, because it's like, if I can't be great, then no one can be. So be mindful of that, and find balance between the people that you're surrounding yourself with too, because they can consciously and subconsciously affect you. Again, as an empath, you got to be careful of that, because we allow people into our energetic fields without realizing it, and then we're taking on their energies and thinking it's our own, and it's not our own. Okay, so inner voice. Literally, you guys, you have that inner voice that's telling you, like, what we're supposed to be doing. My water signs, especially, like my water signs that are watching this, y'all know. Okay, y'all know, especially y'all Pisces, y'all know. Receptivity. It's time to be vulnerable. Stop being afraid to be vulnerable, okay? You have to let go of that fear of vulnerability, because fear is only going to hold you back. Again, isolation. Be careful, okay? Be careful who you surround yourself with. Be very mindful. You think of yourself as a flower that has to be protected. You can't just let anyone in your field, you can't expect everyone or anyone else to protect you. You have to protect yourself, because Not everyone knows what you need to be protected. Only you know. You're a flower. You need water, then you know you need water. Someone can't tell you like, oh, you need water. Like, they could be right, but only you know, okay? Because you are the flower and you know what you want. So celebration. Again, I feel like you guys, some of you guys are partying too much. Like, it's like you're trying to, what's the word? Like, you're trying to, some of you guys are trying to mask something, or you're trying to like party and go out and, or no. Okay, actually, let me backtrack that. So I feel like for most of you, it's like you hang out with people and it's fun at the time, but then you go home, you just feel drained and you feel sad and depressed, and it's like not even you, if that makes sense. Like, you're just picking up on everyone else's energy, and that can be very extremely overwhelming, and you can think you're depressed or think you are going through something, or it's like a cycle basically. And you guys, that's why grounding yourself is so important, because you guys also have to learn patience. Be patient with yourself, and don't be so hard on yourself too. I'm sorry if the lighting is really bad today, but the sun didn't want to come out, so so we have patience. Just be patient with yourself. Be patient with the process it takes to heal too. Because if you have been through a lot and you're afraid to be vulnerable, allow yourself to heal from that. Again, like, you don't have to just go out and just get naked on Instagram or something to show your vulnerability, but like, give yourself time. You don't have to just rush to do things. Like, this is just what the next steps are when you're ready to take it, when you know you're ready to take it, when you're ready to step out of your comfort zone. When you want change, you have to be change. And again, we are the world, literally. Like, you have to change for yourself and not anyone else. Do this for you. Intensity. You're very passionate about this. This is something that you just feel, and you go for it, okay? Thank you so much for watching group number 1. I hope that reading resonated, because honestly, I wasn't really sure what to expect with this career reading, but this pile, there's a strong message that I had to get across. So thank you so much for watching. My name is Kay, and I had the pleasure of being your reader. And if you want to book a private reading, my business email is in the description box. And remember, we are learning to let go and let flow. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. Peace. Peace, guys. If you chose group number 2, this is going to be your reading on your career and finances. Gotta fix it. Okay. I don't want my mic to be messed up during the reading. So, let's see what's happening for you in your career. So first, I have these cards which are going to tell me what's going on, maybe how you feel about your career, or how your career feels about you. And this is from a romance deck, so some of these may or may not make sense. We're just going to see what we get from it though. So it says, let me change you. I want to punish you. So you guys, I feel like you guys either want to or are going through a shift in what you thought you wanted and what is happening, because I feel like maybe you thought you wanted something and it's not really what you needed, maybe. So you're changing something. You did change something. Something changed regardless. That's the point. Something changed in your career, and maybe like you were working at some place for so long and you changed jobs or something, or you could be just wanting, sorry, I have a text. So, or you could just be wanting to change your career. Maybe like you've been doing something for years and you, okay, I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. Maybe you've had like a career you've had for like years, and then now you're like, you know what, this isn't actually what I wanted. Or maybe I feel like just a lot of you just want to change something, or there's just something about what you're going to do that is going to change. Nothing will come of this situation. Exactly. You're changing something. Something is going to change, and I'm not sure what it is. I feel like some of you could have even been like put off from your job, and you could feel like, oh my gosh, like this is the worst thing in my life. But I feel like the universe is saying, look, surrender. Is it really what you really want? Is what you want career-wise what you really want out of your life? Is this what you want to do with yourself? Do you think that this is something, maybe like you guys are just not looking in the right direction, and the universe is saying like, hey, it's time to surrender. It's time to let go of what you think you want, because it's not making you happy, and you know that. And let's see, no signs yet coming up. So I did hear Capricorn, like earth energy. Yeah, earth signs, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Okay, so we have Peacock spirit, let it shine. I feel like you guys, it's time for you guys to shine. It's time for you to let out who you truly are, be who you want to be. Because I feel like where you are now isn't exactly representing you in the way you want to be represented. It's like you have so much beauty, like a peacock. It's so beautiful, but it's like you're not letting yourself show. You're just kind of hoarding it. Not even hoarding it, but it's like you don't realize how beautiful you truly are. So that's why you don't put yourself out there. You're afraid to step out of your comfort zone. You're afraid to leave stability in knowing and trusting something. But it's like sometimes you gotta believe in the unknown, because what is coming to you is going to be even better than you could ever even imagine. So we have wolf spirit, turn knowledge into wisdom. So I feel like, again, there's a lot of sixes here, so you might be seeing sixes a lot, and that's wolf spirit is number 67. So I feel like there's just this imbalance, like there's something that's just not aligned. It's like you're almost there, but you're not quite there. Canary spirit, sing your own song. This is about you speaking your truth, being true to yourself. Do you need to sit with yourself and just actually figure out what it is you truly want? Because I feel like a lot of you are just unsatisfied. That's like just unsatisfied with where you are. So 55, snake spirit, it's time to heal. So maybe you have to heal something, or healing, because maybe what you want is actually a projection of what other people want or expect of you. And it's not what you truly want, but you think you want it because you just hold on to the idea of what other people want you to be, or other people want you to be. But I feel like you guys, it's time for a change, honestly, for you guys, or you guys did make a change. But if you weren't expecting a change, then I feel like spirit is going to say, like, there's got to be a change. Nothing is going to happen from the situation you're in now. Like, I feel like if things have not been working out constantly for you, it's because there's something that needs to change. There's something that's a little bit imbalanced. It needs, especially since retrograde is right now. So it's going to make sure you pay attention to the details, and you look back and you make sure you get everything right instead of just overlooking it. So the burden, again, there's so many of you are just, I feel like, just unsatisfied. And there's another 6 there too, consciousness. It's like your third eye is trying to tell you, like, hey, I feel like a lot of you, whatever this is, your career right now, wherever you are now, is causing stress, or wherever you were, it's causing you stress, unnecessary stress, if anything. It's just causing you to have more fear in the unknown rather than being more accepting and loving of it. And I feel like this is something you intuitively know. Consciousness, the source. I'm gonna put these here. No, things are falling. Okay, so consciousness, the source, clinging to the past. So are you holding on to something? What are you holding on to? Are you holding on to fears? Are you holding on to past? You could be holding on to old timelines of yourself, old versions of yourself, old belief systems that don't serve you, belief systems that cause fear. What are you watching on a daily basis? I feel like some of you, TV may be significant. Are you watching things that desensitize you? TV, like, just what are you consuming? Like, what is your subconscious mind consuming on a daily basis? Are you looking at things that they're going to cause you more fear in your life? Are you watching the news constantly? Are you watching, like crime shows or things about people being murdered, or just news stories, the sad news stories that you just constantly on the news? Like, it's always stories that are going to make you sad or afraid. Like, every once in a while they'll put in a little happy story, but at the end of the day, only 6 big corporations own 90% of the media. So they control what you see. And keep in mind, your subconscious mind is very significantly influenced by what you watch. So clinging to the past, I feel like a lot of you are just holding on to old ways of being and old ways of believing, and it's time for you to surrender. The lovers, I feel like for some of you, there's someone in your life, or someone that will come into your life, regardless of if it's a life partner or not. For most of you, it is going to be a life partner or a soulmate, and this person is going to teach you, or at least show you, the imbalance in your life. I feel like this person is exemplifying the imbalance in your life, because again, the number 6 is very significant. So that might be significant to some of you, or a June, that could be like a birthday or a special holiday or something in June. Let's see. I had something else, but I can't remember what I was going to say. Oh, this person, the lovers, whoever this person may be to you, this person, I feel like this person is going to help you find that imbalance and fix it. So I feel like that's what's happening in your career, because I feel like right now, like, whenever it does happen, you're going to start growing. You're going to start actually growing and seeing the results and abundance that you want, because I feel like right now you're not receiving the abundance that you want, but you will be career-wise at least. But again, right now I feel like there's a little bit of a disconnect with your career. Queen of Cups in reverse, like there's a disconnect. Again, this is kind of just telling me like desensitivity, like it's like what you want is not really what you want, almost like what you think you want. Like, just make sure you understand what you're getting into whenever you make decisions. So where's the other? Okay, these. So again, Four of Swords. I feel like this is telling you, it's like, have some time to meditate and contemplate, because I feel like you do have a lot of power, but you kind of underestimate it because you can't see your abilities, or they're not exactly showing itself to you. But I feel like you're just someone that again, like number one, you kind of overlook your power and your abilities, and you kind of underestimate yourself. King of Swords. I feel like this is a person coming into your life. Like, I feel like someone could even be offering you something career-wise or a new way to look at things, and this person is going to be someone you talk to a lot. Six of Cups. This is that nostalgia, that childlike energy. I feel like your career is like, maybe you guys want to work with kids in your career. Like, that's the career that you want to. I feel like some of you guys want to work with kids, or you should be working with kids or considering it. So, Knight of Cups in reverse. Interesting. I feel like there's going to be some offer that comes up, and it's not going to be what it seems. Like someone offering something to you, like monetary or career-wise, and it's like the devil in disguise. Something that you should think about twice, especially during retrograde season. Always make sure you read the fine print to the detail, because you will accidentally overlook something and then sign up for something that you didn't know. So that's all I'm getting for you, group number 2. Hopefully the reading resonated. If it did, drop a like, comment, and subscribe if you want to. My business email is in the description box if you want to book a private reading with me. And remember that we're learning to let go and let flow. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. Peace. So let's see what's happening for you, group number 3, regarding your career and finances. So, long distance relationship. So maybe you guys want to travel for a dream job, or just something that's going to be doing a lot of traveling. You can trust me. So maybe you guys have been offered something career-wise and you're not really sure if you should trust it. And I feel like Spirit's saying, yeah, you can trust it. Or let's see. I'm going to pull these out first, actually, because I've been doing these in... Oh, this is probably going to keep following throughout the reading. Hopefully not, but the mic cord is kind of getting in the way. So it says, nothing is yet set in stone. So I feel like you guys kind of made a sudden career change. Your commitment is being tested. Don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. So you guys might be Leos or fire signs, Leo, Sag, Aries. But I also feel like you guys are... There's a career, I feel like I keep hearing photography, like traveling and doing photography and things like that. And I feel like you're kind of a little bit, maybe you're kind of a little bit too comfortable where you are right now. Like the career that you are, it's safe enough. It's in your comfort zone. You're kind of afraid to look for anything outside of that. But it's like this career is very... like, it's like you see it and you're like, man, I really, really want to do that. But you're just like, you know what? Nah, I can't do that. You're just like, don't do that. Most of these groups, it's like, stop underestimating yourself. So, again, I feel like with your career, something is going to happen where it's going to seem like a bad change. Again, like the Tower moment always seems bad, but it's a change that helps you. It puts you along your path, propels you, it changes you a lot. It's usually a dramatic change. 10 of Wands, because I feel like there's this feeling, like this burden, like this heavy weight, like maybe you're carrying too much, you're doing too much with this career. It's not really, it doesn't even have to be hurting you, but it's just like, it's too much, like it's not something, it's not for you. 3 of Cups. So maybe maybe you really want to connect with different people, like new people, like you want to connect with like-minded people that are like you. You don't want to be surrounded by, maybe your workplace is surrounded by people who are just like jealous and envious and rude, or like just not very good co-workers. But I feel like you really do crave like just wanting to interact with people, new people, getting to know and learn new things. Ace of Cups, but you have that lack of you really, like, it's like you're lacking this vision of yourself. Like you're lacking the belief in yourself because of other people, outside influences, people who think that they know what they're talking about. And like, again, it's like people are projecting their doubts of themselves onto you, and then you think you doubt yourself. You doubt yourself in turn. Two of Pentacles. So again, like whatever this career is that you are thinking about, or your dream career, or something that you just feel like you should do, or an offer you should take it. Because I feel like people are going to tell you, maybe you shouldn't do that. I don't feel like you should do that. Maybe even like a modeling contract or something. Like people are telling you like, you're not good enough, you're not pretty enough, you're not this enough. But it's up to you. Because I feel like when you make this first step towards this career path, it's gonna just take off on its own. You know, it might be gradual, but it's gonna take off slowly but surely. And again, I feel like other people's outside opinions could be influencing you, regardless of if you know it or not. If you're constantly surrounded by that negativity and that doubt, you're gonna start subconsciously doubting yourself. So let's see, for the animal guides, we have Parrot Spirit 45, watch your words. Again, people, like I feel like there's people coming to you saying things. Vulture Spirit, nothing is wasted 63. They're telling you you're not gonna make it, but it's like you want to be free. You know, you want to be free. 31, Groundhog Spirit, time to let go. Let go of that negativity. Maybe your career is the negativity in your life that you have to let go of. But or just something in your workplace. I feel like there's just this aspect of something negative. I feel like for most of you, it's a person or people where you work. So 22, Dragonfly Spirit, truth ascends illusion. Exactly. You're going to see the truth when you let go of this negativity, but it's like all around you, and you got to distance yourself, or, you know, take time for yourself and figure out what it is that you truly want and what you want to do with your life. Or at least with your career, because I feel like the dream career, silence. This is like you taking time out to figure out what you want, because I feel like you're not really too sure. Like comparison, you're comparing yourself to others. Stop comparing yourself to others. You can't compare apples to oranges. Everyone is on their own journey. Like I'm gonna put up something on the screen that I saw the other day, and it's about like comparing yourself to others, because I feel like you guys might need to see that. But it talks about the different reasons that we would compare ourselves to others. Compromise. It's like you're compromising yourself for people who don't care about you, or people that just have something nasty to say. Morality, like they think that they're right about everything. Like you got to distance yourself from people like this, because they are affecting you in ways that you probably don't even realize, because again, it's subconscious. And if you find yourself doubting yourself constantly, or feeling like you are comparing yourselves, then pay attention to who you are surrounded by, and how those people feel about themselves, and how they treat you, and how they express themselves. Because the universe is like, you got the 10 of Pentacles coming. You have abundance coming. So much abundance. You just have to make that first step and let go of negativity. You can't be surrounded by the same old people and expect new things to come into your life. You cannot hold on to old things expecting new things to come into your life. Energy is not destroyed or created. It is transformed. And when you let go of that old energy, you make room for new energy. 7 of Cups. I feel like you are growing. Like you could feel like you're in this point of stagnation right now, but you are growing. It's just you can't always see it, you know. Just because you can't see the literal flower does not mean that it's not going to bloom into a flower. Like when it's growing, like it doesn't have to bloom in order to be a flower. It's still a flower. It's just, it takes time to bloom, because again, we're going into spring season, which is when things start to bloom. And I feel like in the spring and the summer is when you're really going to start taking off in your business or your creative ventures or your career. So, and it's going to bring you tons of abundance, guys. Like this 10 of Pentacles, this is abundance, ultimate abundance. And again, it might be happening slowly, but it's happening surely, okay? You can't compare your journey with others. People don't just get famous or get rich or get, you know, people have to work hard. They have to start from somewhere. Steve Jobs, I'm pretty sure he started in like a garage or something. Like you don't just wake up one day and be a millionaire. I don't know why people expect that to happen. Like, oh, if you have a YouTube channel, then you should be like super famous. And it's like, you know, like you just started. Like, what do you expect? People, it takes time. Give the universe time to make your dreams come true. 5 of Swords. You got to cut out all the crap that these people are, you know, saying about you. Like, you have to make a leap of faith and you have to believe in yourself and go for it, because it's going to lead you to a lot of abundance and happiness. Again, the Sun, this is ultimate happiness, ultimate fulfillment. This is your happiness that's on the line here. And are you going to risk it or compromise it because of other people telling you that you can't be there or you can't do that? 2 of Wands. And you will definitely end up connecting with one person specifically for most of you, but it's people that are like-minded, people that are ambitious as you. But I feel like a lot of you, there's probably just one specific person that you kind of feel like you can vibe with them differently. They don't think the same way that you do, or you should surround yourself with people like that so that you don't feel so alone on this journey, okay? Thank you so much for watching group number 3. Hopefully the reading resonated. If it did, drop a like, comment, and subscribe if you want to. My name is Kay, and hopefully I can catch you at the end of this video. So if you would like to book a private reading with me, my business email is in the description box, and I will be discussing prices with you if you let me know. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Remember, we're learning to let go and let flow. Okay, guys, thank you so much.